Hey everybody, it's the Doll Boy, and today I'm back with another Reroot video. A few weeks ago, I posted my Elsa Reroot video, and you all loved it. So today, I'm going to do the next right thing and give her sister Anna a makeover as well. If you didn't see my Rerooted Elsa doll yet, make sure to check out that video and subscribe to my channel to never miss another reroot from me. For this video, I will be using the Anna doll from the Deluxe Frozen doll set that I bought at Disneyland Paris in December of 2019. In my Elsa makeover video, I took a closer look at the set, but as you can see, this version of Anna has a really pretty face, but the hair is not as nicely styled as the singing doll that came in the same outfit. I do really like that this set also included Kristoff, because he's a perfect match. Right out of the box, Anna's hair has some messy curls going on, with her bangs that I actually don't mind too much, and she's got a side part rooted in her hair, which I really like. Then in the back, her hair is styled in braids, just like in the movie. I actually was quite shocked about how messy this one's hair is, because the singing doll had really nicely styled hair, especially compared to this version. Her before look wasn't as extreme as Elsa's hair, but I still felt like Anna deserved the doll boy treatment and get a nice reroot. For her outfit, this doll is wearing the traveling outfit from Frozen 2, which actually is my all-time favorite Anna outfit, with that purple overcoat being a separate piece. Underneath that, she's wearing the black dress like she wears in the end of the movie. Unfortunately for this doll, her legs are painted this mustard yellow color, which I'm never a big fan of. The boots are very stunning and accurate to the movie, with some golden painted detail in the front. For Anna's reroot, I bought saran hair from dollyhair.com in the colors Copper Penny, Cinnamon Auburn, Golden Auburn, and Coffee Latte Brown. Compared to the original hair color from the doll, the shade I went for is a bit more of a muted ginger. I decided on this very consciously because I felt like in the movie Frozen 2, Anna's hair is much more of a toned down ginger than the bright orange hair this doll has. What I did to mute down that orange color of the hair was add the Cafe Latte Brown in the mix, which is basically a dark blonde color, which mixed in with the auburn and copper tones gives you this really nice and natural color blend. I also do have some of the grey left over from Elsa's reroot, which I might use for this reroot too, but you'll have to stay around to see if I actually add that to Anna's hair. To start the reroot, I simply wanted to cut off all of Anna's hair, but it turns out that I stumbled upon some magical scissors that did not want to cut through Anna's hair. After finding some new ones, I was able to cut her hair off, and honestly, this doll looks so cute with short hair. But as you might already know, I am gonna go even further and cut all the hair as close to the scalp as I can. Then I'm boiling some water, and I dip the head into the hot water. This will make the plastic from the head more flexible, which will help you with taking off the head from the doll's body. When the head is off, I take my tweezers and go into the head to scrape them all around the inside of the head. This motion will pull the hair plugs and the rest of the hair into the head, which will make her look all bald. A weird thing I noticed for this Anna doll, which Elsa had as well, was a big hole in the back of her head. I haven't seen this for any other Disney dolls, so I'm not sure what the purpose for this is. If you do know more about this and the reason behind it, please let me know in the comments. Now we still have the inside filled with that leftover hair that we pulled to the inside, which I'm also gonna remove with my tweezers, simply pulling it out through the neck hole. When everything is completely empty, I'm gonna start the reroot process. By taking a strand of hair around my finger, I pick that up with my reroot tool that I made of a cork and a cut-off needle, and then I push that into one of the holes on the head. This made the hair looped on the inside, which is secure enough for now. The reroot process for this doll was pretty straightforward, since the hairline for this doll was really good, so I'm just using the holes that were already there. I rooted the entire hairline until I was all the way around, dipping the head in hot water every now and then to soften up the plastic, because the holes in the front hairline were very small and close to each other. Normally for my reroots, I like to start with the hairline and parting to have that done before filling up the rest of the hair. But for this specific doll, I filled up everything before doing her side part. That's because the holes in that area were already very big, and I was scared that that parting would break open if I would add hair to the holes and then apply the pressure of rerooting the rest of the hair afterwards. So I'm simply going around the head, filling up everything very nicely. When you are doing the part line last, you really want to make sure you still have enough hair left over to get that full part look, because you don't want to run out of hair for that and get bald spots. While rerooting, I posted a poll on my Instagram asking my followers if they wanted me to add some of that white highlight in the hair. So while waiting for the results to come in, I did leave open a spot right behind the hairline where I could place the highlight. After filling the entire head, I still had the part line to fill and that spot that I reserved for the silver hair. And by the time I came this far, the results were in. The majority of you wanted me to add some white highlight, but it was a pretty close call. That's why I wanted to add this highlight behind the hairline and right above her ear, because I felt like that placement would give a really nice and subtle look. This way I can still style the hair in a lot of different ways without the white strands being too extreme. After adding those highlights, I went ahead and added the hair to her part line, adding it into a single straight row of hair plugs that I later split in two to create this neat parting I like. As always, I braid the hair out of the way, which also shows you how subtle the placement of the white highlight is, which I really love. To secure the hair in place, I take my Fabri-Tac glue and add some glue to the inside of the head. I take a Q-tip to spread that glue out evenly inside of the head, and I let it dry for at least 12 hours. Then I actually took my very first Anna reroot that I believe is on a purple top made to move body, which is the lightest made to move skin tone available at the moment, but unfortunately that didn't match the new Anna head I have. That's why I decided to simply use Anna's original body, even though she has those colored legs. After getting her on the body, I boil washed her hair to set that part in place and really smooth out the rest of the hair as well. During my boil wash, I laid that front section to the front because I was planning to cut that into the side swept fringe she has in the movie. I was quite nervous about this step, which is why I'm starting off pretty long and cut my way up to the length I think will work better. I'm also cutting the hair in upward motions to get a really soft and blended look. On the other side of the part, I also take out a small front piece and cut that to the same side of the bangs. To get these fringe styled in the shape I want, I'm wrapping them around a straw going towards her face. And I do the same thing for that small strand on the other side. I dip those pieces in boiling water, and after letting them cool off, I take out the straws to reveal the curl. I did end up cutting this a bit shorter, but first I wanted to get the actual hairstyle done. For this, I'm sectioning off the front hair, leaving out the fringe. Then I split that section into 3 and simply braid it into a 3-strand braid, making sure I pull that pretty low towards her ear. After braiding both sides all the way to the end, you want to attach those in the back. I take a small strand underneath the hair, where I will secure that first braid. For this, I simply tie the braid together with that one strand. I want to have the other braid crossing over that first braid, and I will tie that together with another small strand on that side. But first, I take down the ends of the first braid to remove most of the bulk. After tying the second braid in place, I also wrapped a small section of hair around the elastic to make the ends look as neat as possible. And finally, I'm gonna cut the hair quite a bit shorter, which also really blends the ends of those braids in the style. Once I take the hair down, I am gonna have to cut this hair again, because the hair in the braids will stay a lot longer, but for the sake of this specific style, I do really like that all the hair will be the same length. That left me with this hairstyle that I already really liked. However, to create on a soft wave, I also wrapped the hair around straws overnight for some temporary loose curl. And that finishes up my full Anna makeover. I really hope you liked the results. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because that really helps my channel grow. Also, leave a comment down below telling me which hair color you prefer for Anna. Do you like it with the white strand, or do you prefer her without it? Then to see more pictures of my doll restyles and reroots, follow me on Instagram as well, @thedollboy. See you next time!